Greetings. Modern Day Mystic Chick here with your weekly meditation. This week we are working on tackling something that scares you, which is kind of scary, pun intended, but I've broken it all down and I think this may help. So first thing we're going to do is dismantle it. We're going to take it out and put it all into pieces, and I think this is going to take its power away. So first of all, when did it originate? Was it 5 minutes ago or was it in childhood? Second thing, what occurred? What consequence did it have? Third, if that same thing happened today, would it have the same outcome? Got it? So oddly, I have a few examples like you didn't know I would. Anyway, first thing, I am deathly afraid of bugs, like to a weird degree. So where did this come from? Well, my mom. She was deathly afraid of bugs.
See, that's not a spider, that's a cricket.
I don't get it! It's fucking... It's a giant spider!
And she was my hero. So if she was afraid, I had no chance. Thanks a lot, Mom, for that one. But I've been trying to overcome this for a long time. So I've gotten good. I can shoo a bee, I can save a spider, but let's take crickets, for example. They're fucking weird. I mean, with those big high legs and those long feelers, they're freaky.
Get it off my face!
Bottom line, but why do they scare me? Well, they're unpredictable. You don't know which way they're going to jump, and I'm a control freak. I don't like things that are unpredictable. So what did I do? I asked my friend's 9-year-old daughter, who is not afraid of bugs, to come over here and catch a cricket, and she did. She tried to hand it to me. I was like, no, we're not there yet. So she put it on the ground. She said, put your hand over it. We'll just make the exchange. And I did. And I started sweating and I started breathing really hard. But I did it until it started jumping up and down, touching my hand. I started crying. Seriously, crying. That's how deep that went. I lifted my hand, I ran back, and the cricket's looking at me like it's Silver Linings Playbook status.
Oh, come on, please!
Calm down, crazy.
But I did it, and I'm breaking through, and I'm gonna keep breaking through. And you say, well, who cares? You're afraid of bugs. They're on the planet. There's millions of them, and I'm gonna have to live with them. So why be paralyzed? Second thing, social media. Never got into it. I declared that it wasn't real communication, and I'm a communicator, and I like to have real conversations, and I just never responded. Well, now I need it, because that's how you promote yourself these days. So what do? I faced the fear that it was a language that I didn't know.
Snapchat, Pinterest, Instagram, Vine, Twitter, you know, the big ones.
And I was afraid to learn it. So got some of my millennials over here to give me some skills on my phone, and I'm getting better at it. Because let's face it, that's how you promote yourself these days, and I need that. Third thing, these videos, they need editing. And I proclaimed when I started doing them that I was a creative and I would not do the technical aspect. Well, that's fine, you can hire an editor, but they're not really that down with you right over their shoulder going, can you do this, and can you pull this, and can you do that? So I wanted input, but I didn't know anything about the program. That's it. I was afraid of this big program called Premiere Pro. It has a lot of moving parts, and I didn't know how to move them. So, Fancy Pants me decided I'm going to make a video. Not this stuff. I'm going to edit my friend's birthday video because there was no pressure on that. It took me 8 days to edit 5 minutes. But it came out pretty good. I can't say it's a cinematic masterpiece, but it was pretty good, and she was really stoked. And I got my fingers in there, and I got wet, and oh, that sounds weird. Sorry, that's not what I meant. I jumped in and I tackled something that scared me. So let's do that, shall we? Together. We will tackle things that scare us, and we will overcome things that scare us. Because you know what? We don't want to be paralyzed by anything in our lives. Modern Day Mystic Chick here with your weekly meditation, tackling something that scares you. Let's do this. Taking a few long, deep breaths, we drop into the intention to overcome that which scares us. To not only identify, but to dismantle. Starting at your root chakra, for maybe that is where it began. And while the situation or circumstances have changed, my fears all circle back to where they originated. Moving to your sacral, second chakra. I explore creative ways to dismantle my fears. And whether that means plunging myself in the center of them, or gently dissecting them part by part until they no longer hold power. Moving up to the solar plexus, third chakra. This is where I feel my fear. That which scares me actually has a physical sensation here in my solar plexus. The pit of my stomach, the punch to the gut, if you will. Moving up to my heart chakra. Things that scare me in relationship, in love, in being vulnerable. They line up like soldiers sent from the past. And I forcefully walk toward them. And unlock the chain it has to me. And give them permission to leave. Moving to my throat chakra. How do I describe that which scares me? And how will I describe the emptiness once I remove those fears? What will replace it? Moving up to the third eye. The mind. The place where fear lives. We diligently clear, cleanse, uproot and release. They reappear, but with a bit less force, a bit less momentum. I am diligent. In dissecting all of the parts so I may clearly look and see that this has nothing that can hurt me. And very little that is based in truth. Finally, moving to my crown chakra, I open wide. Ready to receive all that replaces that which scares me. To be my divine self, to welcome the world into my heart. And offer myself to the heart of the world. Transporting yourself to your sacred space. Once arriving, take a moment to acclimate, to notice the different vibration and the deep awareness of your divine self. Greet that self. For this is your true self. Inviting your spirit guides and angels to join you today. Inviting your spirit animal or animals to journey today. Take a moment and let all of those beings take their place. Off in the distance, there lies many books. Some of these books are ancient, written before you were born, and imprinted through your ancestry. Some dusty and old, yet have a strong hold on you. Some new and barely read, visited just a few times. But the story has made its way into your fear patterns. Pick them up and shelve those fears. Let them go, for you know that story. And now it's time to write new ones, filled with joy, experience, love, forgiveness, compassion, and divine energy. These books represent your fears. Just past them lies a magnificent bookcase. So now it is time for you to decide which of these you will dismantle and release. The ones that appear most tattered are the strongest, for those have been around for as long as you can remember. Ones you have reread, and reread. These stories are old, yet they hold so much power. For you have memorized every page. So as you walk past, feeling the energy of each one, some faint, some strong, some painful, some disappointing. Some that make you angry, and some that make you sad. Know that you can shelve these books and release their hold on you. If you choose to reread it before you place it on the shelf, take that time. Maybe the impulse is just to put it away. But now you have the awareness that rereading each story gives it power. So we tackle, dismantle, dissolve, dissect these fears in the simple act of placing them on the bookshelf. You may always take it off again if that serves you. But have courage, have strength to unlock yourself from their hold. Standing back, gazing at the bookcase, it is full. It is heavy with experience. If you have left some on the earth, that's okay. In time, you will shelve those fears. Coming back to your sacred space, landing lighter, thanking your guides and angels for their support, your spirit animal for their protection. Merry meet and merry part, and merry meet again. Blessed be. Bringing your hands to your heart. Inhale, tackling. Exhale, that which scares you. Inhale, dismantling. That which scares you. Inhale, releasing. That which scares you. My light to your light. Berush Beshan. Namaste.